Hello and welcome back to Steve's Vintage Mono Builds. Now this will be my second video today. The first video was a bit of a rant, hopefully acceptable to YouTube, on the recent ban of importation into Canada of Tamiya spray paints and primers. Anyways, that's done, and I'll put an end screen on it if anybody's interested in that. So anyways, yeah, after that was announced, I went out to the hobby shop and grabbed a couple things. I'm not a hoarder, and I'm the kind of person who likes to leave stuff, leave it, take what you need and leave the rest, right? Okay. And as a matter of fact, I was in the liquor store the other day, and pardon me for telling a little story here. I was in the liquor store the other day picking up a bottle of wine, and I don't drink a lot of beer. I usually just buy, single cans. My favorite is Fax beer, 8%, from Denmark, Fax Black. And my next go-to after that, if it's not available, because there have been some supply chain problems, it's not always available. Although it's still... there didn't seem to be supply chain problems when it was coming from Denmark. It's only since they moved the brewing to Toronto. So I'm not surprised about that. But anyways, that ties into the rant quite a bit. And so anyways, so I went out to the hobby shop and picked up what paints I thought I might need. And I don't use them for everything, but I use them a fair bit, and especially for the car kits, they're really good for that, and so which is partly what we have here today. So, anyways, yeah. So it's my birthday today, September 29th. Happy birthday to me. So I am enjoying a beverage, and going to have a nice dinner tonight with a nice bottle of wine, and etc., etc. Just lovely day. Yeah. So anyway, so I went out to get the paints, and then there was this kit and another kit. So today I'm gonna do. Going to do one of my favorite things to do, which is to stumble through a kit review. Doing a pretty good job of that so far, aren't I? So anyway, so I went to the hobby shop, and true to the name of the channel, I found actually two kits. So today, I guess since it's baseball playoffs, we could call it a doubleheader. Or is it playoffs yet? I don't know. Anyways. All I know is that Henry Sanchez loves the Phillies, so yeah. So I guess I wish the Phillies luck. I don't even know if the Toronto Blue Jays are in it. Toronto's my hometown for anybody who doesn't know where it was. Got out of that burg as quick as I could. Sure isn't the town I grew up in. Of course, that can be said for most people's hometowns, I guess. Anyways, stop rambling, Steve, and let's get on with it. So we've got two kits today. Going to start with the 124 Monogram. 1956 T-Bird, and this kit had been opened, but all the parts are there. It hadn't been started yet; it just been opened. It's Monogram catalog number 2289. The copyright on the side here is 1982. We'll get more details on that. It's a sweet little thing, isn't it? $25 plus tax, and you get the detailed motor, and that's another thing about the AMT kits, and some of the Monogram and Revell kits is you get 2-in-1 and 3-in-1 kits. So you can build a stock, custom, or drag, or stock or custom, or however. So there's always lots of extra parts, which makes it a good value, especially if you like to bash stuff together. As I said, it's 124 scale, and nice details here. Side of the box reads, a favorite among sports car enthusiasts, the Ford Thunderbird was created with luxurious styling. 56 T-Bird featured 2 seats, a removable hardtop, and a Continental-style spare tire. Model is 7 3/4 inches long, 19.5 centimeters, molded in color with its red, clear and plated parts, and black rubber-like tires. Body, chassis, interior, and engine are all realistically detailed, including the instrument panel, steering wheel, wheel covers, and familiar T-Bird rear end. Hood opens to show the detailed V8 engine. Maybe painted to match photos on the box, cement paint, etc., etc., etc. So, yeah. And then you get that in a bunch of different languages. So, let's take a look. We'll open her up here. There we go. So, you know, everybody knows, you know, these are far from the most sophisticated kits. And, oops, chrome mirror there, put that safely there, yeah. You know, but they're fun to put together, and, I don't know, some people are, there's your tires, they have some flexibility. Take a look at that. So we'll get all the stuff out of here. Get a nice postcard there. Check that out. Oh, that looks cool. What's that? A paddy wagon. I don't think you're allowed to call it that anymore. Anyways. Sorry, Seamus. It's not me. Nothing to do with me. Anyways. Okay, and so yeah, we've got pretty straightforward instructions here. We'll go over that shortly, and might as well start with the obvious. Here we have the body. It's an okay color of red. I'm gonna, of course, paint it. You've got some nice panel lines here, and detail. I'm not really seeing any flash at all. This will have to be cut off anyways, but that's, you know, normal. Just a little bit of, you know, your regular kind of trimming. Minimal even. And nothing is, you know, there's no smudges or scratches or anything. It's in good shape. And then we have the hood. Same thing, no smudges, no scratches, everything's good. And this is the Continental style spare tire. It's just, you know, it's just the tire case and cover. There's no actual spare there. And we've got the roof, the removable roof. A little bit of trimming to be done there. It's no big deal. This piece, probably break it right off. I know you're not supposed to do that, but it was mostly broke anyway. So, and you got the classic portholes in the side there, and a little bit of trimming to be done there. But very nice. And these are the rings for the tires. As I said, you know, the tires, they're not soft, but they are rubber or vinyl or whatever, and they're nice and shiny. They'll need a bit of trimming up, but you know, there's nice tread on it, and there's no brand. No branding on them. which isn't the end of the world. It's a $25 kit after all. Okay, and then we've got our clear parts. It's going to need some polishing, but it's okay. Yeah, there's nothing here that, just a little bit of mineral spirits maybe, and that'll polish up nice. I always use a bit of pledge after, close up any little mini micro scratches. So yeah, so you've got the portals, you've got the headlights, there's some kind of side thing here, and then the windshield and the back window. Put that back in there. Okay. And now we've got plenty of chrome parts here. Some people strip them down and redo them. Some people spray right over them, whatever. You know, it's... I kind of surrendered to that a while ago. I tried stripping it down and repainting, and I wasn't happy with the results at all. And, you know, I accept these kits are what they are. And, you know, I don't care. You know, if I have fun building it, and I'm happy with how I've painted it up at the end and how it looks, that's all that matters, right, guys and girls? Okay, yeah, and so, oh, yeah, we got these manifold covers, engine, I guess they're manifold covers. Bumper, got, what do you call it? Chrome license plates with the year 1956. Oh, and I should say that this kit was tooled by Monogram in 1977. Some new parts in 1982. I'm not sure what. And then it was reboxed by Revell with new decals. I don't know what kind of decals they have for this, but anyways, so yeah, the chrome looks nice. Nothing, yeah, no complaints. Okay, and so you've got a single piece chassis here, and looks like some shocks. Not sure what that is. There's some writing here. It just says copyright. It doesn't say what year or where it's made. And, you know, you've got fair detail here with the gas tank. And muffler is dual mufflers. Dual mufflers, that's nice. Sorry for the glare, people. That better? So yeah, nothing wrong with that. Except for that one chrome piece, a mirror. Everything's on the sprue racks, and you know, there's a little bit of flash here and there, but nothing to worry about really. Got some detail on the seats here, and the interior doors. There's the engine belts and pulleys, the dual exhaust. This is folded on purpose. Yeah, okay. So, I don't know if you can catch the detail there. I'll be able to do stuff with that with silver and silver pens and whatever. Yeah. that. And then we have the engine. It's just the two pieces mostly. I think this is part of it, part of the manifold to the exhaust or something. There is some flash on here, on the motor here. Detail's okay, nothing special, but it'll paint up all right. Got a nice, nice grill here. And yeah, bits of flash, nothing major though. Oh, there's the battery and the starter. Not bad. Okay, let's take a look at the instructions here. Excuse me. Now, this says, during the early 1950s, a plan was initiated by the head of the newly organized Ford division to assign and produce a two-seat sports car, or sports roadster, that would add glamour and prestige to the company's image. Louis Crusoe admired the sleek Pegasus, Jaguars, and Ferraris that received so much publicity at the glamorous international automobile shows. The appearance of the 1953 Corvette prototype in January of 1953 hastened the development of Ford's new sports car. On February 20th, 1954, avid auto enthusiasts that visited Detroit's first post-war auto show were treated to the premier public showing of the fiberglass mock-up of the exciting new Thunderbird. The Thunderbird was a strikingly elegant design. During its evolution, the car had been transformed into a luxurious sports car. And it was pretty much designed to be like a luxury roadster, more than a sports car. It had a lot of power. It had a V8 engine and could reach 100, 115 miles an hour. So it was meant to be like a touring roadster, luxury touring roadster. The first Thunderbirds were available with an automatic transmission, overdrive, power steering, power brakes, electric windows, and a removable hardtop. Also, there was the optional cloth convertible top. Thunderbirds were extremely well received by the public, and their stunning appearance enticed prospective Ford customers into Ford showrooms throughout the country. Though the Thunderbird enjoyed great popularity, the Thunderbird development staff instilled significant changes into the 1956 model. To improve interior ventilation, opening side vents were fitted to the body. Luggage space was increased significantly by extending the rear bumper and adding a Continental kit to house the spare tire. A 312 cubic inch V8 engine was offered to maintain the car's performance in view of the unavoidable weight increase. Finally, vision difficulties were overcome by the installation of two circular windows in the removable hardtop roof. In time, these distinctive porthole windows became synonymous with the 1956 Thunderbird. Today, two-seat Thunderbirds are avidly sought by dedicated collectors. They were the culmination of a corporate decision to market an automobile that would favorably influence the Ford image. These impressive automobiles will reign forever as one of Ford's greatest creations. Da, 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 da. Okay, here we go. Alright, so, here we go. Well, step one. Put that to there. We're going to start on the underside. Let's see, usually they start with the engine, but I guess they can do it the way they want. Then we've got muffler. This looks like might be catalytic converter. No, that was before catalytic converters. Rear suspension, lower part of the drive shaft. How to install the shocks. How to put the tires, the wheels together. how to put the wheels on. Then we move to the engine, and the engine goes in, and then the radiator and nose cowling go in. Windshield. Oh, those are like rockers or something for, yeah, whatever. And then we got installation of the hood, and then the compartment bucket, and then the top goes on there, and then you put together the windshield, I think. Yeah, they provide you with a pre-chromed windshield, so that makes life easier. Okay, and alright, and then we get the front end detail here. You have an option here. I guess you can put this on, or I don't know, anyways. And then we've got the rear, the spare wheel, rear bumper, and the hardtop. And that's it. 18 steps, all pretty simple. Nothing too complicated. I don't know. What do you people think? What do you guys think? I think it's worth $25. I think it'll be a bit of fun. I think it'll be a lot of fun, actually, to be honest. Okay, so there it is. And as far as rating the kit goes, you know, I used the 12-point scale. And where's my 12-point scale? Here we go. Yeah, so it's 10 standard points, 2 points, up to 2 points for packaging, up to 2 points for the sprues, up to 3 points for the parts, and up to 3 points for the instructions. Each of those 4 categories can also get a quarter-point bonus for any wow factors, you know, anything that, you know, makes it stand out, or something unexpected, pleasantly unexpected, that kind of thing. And also, so that brings it to a possible total of 11. And then I also allow up to one full bonus point for what I call value. And basically I assess value, not so much by the cost of the kit, but, you know, cost of the kit versus how many hours of entertainment, enjoyment am I going to get out of it. You know, it's 28 bucks or whatever. I can't even remember. 25 plus tax. You know, I could easily spend 6 hours on it. So, yeah, there you go. Okay, so the packaging's okay. Nothing special. There's a little scuff here, but, you know, I knew it had already been opened. So 2 points there. Sprues were good, nothing to complain about, nothing to be wow about either. But you know, there was a little bit of flash, but it didn't look like there were any nasty molding bubbles or holes or you know, stupid things. You know, except for that one little mirror that came off, everything was good. So yeah, quality plastic looks pretty good. There weren't any broken parts. There were no decals. There's no reason for decals for this. I mean, I suppose, you know, well, no. I mean, I don't like the decals for the control panels or the, what do you call it, the dashboard gauges and stuff. they're so small and they're such a pain. So I prefer to do the best I can with whatever colored pens I happen to, whether it's liquid chrome or whatever it has to be, right? So okay, so 2 points on the sprues there, and 3 points on the parts. No reason to take anything off. Instructions were basic, but they were clear. They looked like they made sense, and the proof will be in the pudding. So a full 3 there again. So that is 10 out of a possible 10. As far as the value is concerned, again, proof is in the pudding. It is what it is, not the greatest thing. So I'm going to give it a half. So that's a 10.5 out of 12, which I think that's pretty respectable. I think it's going to build up nice and sit on the shelf. I got some nice. What did I get? What do they call this? Gloss banner red. So I'm going to use that on the Snap Tight fire truck too. The Snap Tight fire truck. Oh my God. Yeah, I'll put an end screen for that too. Okay, so there it is. That's that kit. If you could find one, I wouldn't want to pay more than $25 for this. Might have been maybe worth $25 if it had been all sealed up and everything. But hey, it's my buddy Matt, so what the heck? As long as it's a complete kit, I'm good. There we go. All right, so after these messages, we'll be right back. Avast there, mateys. We're going to the Spanish Main. Okay, so here we go. So as I mentioned in the rant, when I was at the hobby shop getting the Tamiya paints, I got the 56 Thunderbird that just finished reviewing, and I also saw this, and it was $25 too, and it intrigued me because it's Lindberg, and they're now Round 2, which also does AMP and MPC. They own them. They own the brand, and they do some limited releases of their kits. Anyways, this is actually a box from 1990. It's Lindberg catalog number 70873. Now, this was originally a kit tooled by Lindberg in 1965 as the Wappen von Hamburg, or as English people would say, the Wappen von Hamburg. It's a 1/133 kit, and according to ScaleMates, it got new parts in 1970. This iteration was, obviously, it was, reboxed and remarketed as the Captain Kidd pirate ship, because pirates are more popular than Nazis. What can I say about that? Okay. Anyways, so yeah, plastic model construction kit. And so anyways, it intrigued me. I thought, what the heck, I have that little Academy Whaler, which is a nice little kit, and it is finished, but I wasn't that happy with it. It's entirely my fault. It was a good enough kit and everything, but You know, sometimes, you know, like what was his name? Will Rogers said, when you find yourself in a hole, stop digging. So, yeah, sometimes it's just time to say, okay, that's enough. And it's in a place that can be seen, but where its flaws are mostly hidden. Anyways, nobody comes in here besides me. Anyways, so all right, so yeah, so let's get into this and we'll take a look. It says here one of the things that I thought was really cool, and obviously, actually, probably the main reason I actually bought it was that it has crew members. It's got figures, rigging blocks, detail cannon. It's 14 inches long. Okay, and so here we go. We'll start with this so we can get it out of the way. Now, you know, this might bother some people. I don't know. It doesn't particularly upset me. As long as the sails are easy to decorate, they've got some contour. Sure, you have to cut them out, but that's modeling. You have to cut stuff out all over. They've included flags and pennants here. You see that pennant? Isn't that nice? Different flags and different, you know, blowing. And a very nice detail on the sheets here. Detail on the lines. Yeah, exactly like it shows on the front. Yeah, very nice. So just have to be careful of that. You don't want to dent anything or crease it. And this is a big kit. Okay. Well, let's take a look and see. Well, first of all, we got some thread for the rigging. And it looks like pretty much just regular black thread. Although it looks like it's kind of contoured like rope. Just a paper pirate flag. And then we've got a whole, oh, I guess this is for the, well, what do you call those things? You know what I'm talking about. The rigging, the blocks. I think that's what they are, blocks. And it says here, printed in Mexico. These feel kind of papery too. But they are decals, it looks like. So, okay. Alright. And then we've got the preformed rat lines, which I sure don't mind having to tie those on. I'll just take one out. We don't need them all out. And not seeing any flash really. Nice and clean. And back you go. Okay. All right, and now the star of the show here. Here we go. Let's take a look here. Is this all sealed up? Oh, it's taped too. Want to be careful here, it's all in one bag. Okay, so to start off, can you see the figures there? Yeah, I'll get this out of the way. So I've done I've done the 1/144 scale figures, and I guess it was the 1/120 for the Super Fortress. Anyways, so I should be able to do something with these. Obviously, everything's in brown plastic. I'm not seeing any flash anywhere. Everything's in great shape. Just lovely. There's a couple of these things bent. Lots of cannons. Look at those cannons. Look at all the cannons. Hey, also other gun or whatever. I don't know, whatever these are. And oh, this is probably anyways for the I don't know, whatever. Anyways, yeah. And so we've got a couple ladders here and some looks like some hooks. And what do you call it? Figureheads or whatever. Stuff to go on. And then we have obviously the body of the Galeon. I'm seeing something here. Oh, something came off there, but that's okay. It's not broken. Back in. Okay, and so here we go. Nice contour there on the planks on the hull, the lower hull, and again, no flash really. I mean, everything will need. Some things will need to be trimmed up, and I guess this is the stern. Very nice detail there. And decorated all with all the different there's some kind of coat of arms here with two griffins. Anyways, yeah, again, no flash. And I'll be able to do this with those pieces on the bottom. Yeah, can't do it with these pieces on the bottom. But yeah, it looks pretty good. Looks like it'll be a pretty good fit. Got some nice big contact points here. Yeah, good. No complaints. I mean, for all the inflation and everything, I mean, for, less than $30, or, whatever, $28 in Canadian, and a couple dollars worth of paint, well, you can still get it. Okay, and then looks like we've got, these are like the deck parts. So, they're molded in kind of a deck tan color. Where's the thing here? Oh, here we go. Up to 495, 496 subscribers now. I think. So yeah, fast approaching 500. Thanks to everybody. I appreciate the time people take to stop by on the channel, and especially leaving comments. It's always nice to go back and forth. And I don't mind being corrected or clarified or whatever you want to call it. Okay, so yeah, so here we've got masts, and we've got more whatever work. This is a big kit. Got a couple more figures here. Looks like with cutlasses. There's seahorses. There's some flash here, but I mean it's mostly on the sprue. And more deck detailing. And oh my goodness. That's pretty nice. Gee. And here we have the main deck, and you know, the boards are nicely contoured. Again, there's, you know, a little bit of, you know, what there's a contact point there or whatever, trim that, but a little bit here, but otherwise, you know, quick little sanding around the edges there, and you're good to go. Everything looks great. I don't know, can you see the contour there? Get the right angle. Yeah, it looks like wood. Like it's contoured like wooden planks. So that's very nice. Good stuff. So here's the instructions. I'll put this down. One thing that I noticed, I don't know if you can see it here. It says the scale is 1 inch equals 11 feet 1 inches. Yeah. Which works out to 1/133. Which maybe that's why I have a headache. I had to do math. Anyways, and yeah, so it starts out here, Captain Kidd, Pirate Galeon. And it's marked here, Craft House Corporation, Toledo, Ohio. RPM, what is it? An RPM company, whatever that is. You get photograph of the little crew members, and everything's in black and white. Paint crew members as desired. Yes, well, pirates were colorful characters, so have some fun with artistic license. Oh, you dirty dogs. Well, have they... Wood base is not included with the kit. And it does not look like... And it doesn't look like there's even a plastic one, Captain Kirk. Oh well. Anyways, we'll figure something out. Yeah, Matt can get me something like that, no problem. Anyways, so yeah, you get a nice booklet style here. And oh yeah, here it said, this is how your model will look when finished. Note, wood base is not included. Cut wood base to shape and stain mahogany. Okay. Alright, well, I guess I'll have to... Actually, I've got some of that Brazilian cherry left over from our countertops. And when we had the new countertops installed. That would look nice. Anyways. Okay, so here we go. Step-by-step instructions. I don't see... Yeah, I don't see any kind of legend, so we'll see how that goes. Anyways, it reads here, pirate ships were usually armed private vessels commissioned by one country with letters of marque, which isn't entirely accurate. Privateers, that was privateers. Pirates were completely outside of any kind of extended authority or whatever. Commissions granted to ship owners allowed attacks on enemy nations' warships or commerce. Yeah, many privateer ships did not hold with attacking only enemy ships of one country. When set out to sea, they would attack any ship sighted, even those of friendly nations, which changed them from being privateers to pirates. Seamen serving on pirate ships were not paid in regular wages, but in shares of the loot taken from ships they had attacked. The greater number of ships attacked, the more loot to be divided among the pirates and buried in unnamed beaches across the Caribbean. Okay. Oh, and speaking of beaches, sort of, thoughts and best wishes going out to the people on the east coast of Florida and people in parts of Georgia. It's just been devastating. Hurricane Helene has really done a lot of damage, and some places are pretty much wiped out. Not too high a death toll as far as I know, but a lot of communities are just gone. They're just washed out. And it has nothing to do with global warming. The hurricanes have been there every year as long as I can remember. Anyways, and before that. Okay, so here we go. We've got the step-by-step instructions, and they give you the numbers here and what they're called. Gun assembly and installation. Then we get down to the hull, putting the guns into the sides of the hull. There we go. There is a plastic stand. Oh, that's this. Well, that's kind of weird. Okay, because it sits on the keel. Okay, all right. Yeah. Okay. And then there's the final bow assembly. There. Figurehead. And then the lantern, stern assembly. More detailing. This is the multilingual instructions. Then we've got the rails, channels, and covers, the rat lines, crow's nest, masts, all different masts and the different sized rat lines. Details here. I didn't see any boats. You'd think there'd be some boats. Oh, well, I've got some somewhere that'll probably do. And so then how to do the sails, cut along the dotted line. Those are certainly going to need to be decorated. How to install the masts. Sails and yards installation, anchor assemblies. And then this is very nice. They give you a detailed rigging diagram, which is also a very nice diagram of the model. So, yeah, I'm actually quite impressed. Not that it takes much. Okay, so time to rate the kit. I guess, regular viewers get tired of hearing it, but just in case somebody new is watching, I use a 12-point scale, 10 standard points, 2 points for the packaging, 2 points for the sprues, 3 points for the parts, and up to 3 points for the instructions. All of those categories, it's up to. In addition, each category can get a 0.25 quarter point bonus for any wow factors. You know, things you don't expect, they're pleasantly surprised about, whatever the case may be. And then also, so that takes it to 11, possible 11. And then I allow up to 1 full bonus point for what I call value. Well, what is value? You know, kind of a, you know, the kit cost and quality versus, you know, and how many hours of enjoyment am I going to get out of it? So, obviously, you know, if it's a good price, but you know, it's nothing but a pain and nothing but grief to try and put together, well, that's not a good value to me. You know, so anyways, so for this kit, the packaging, we got a nice box. I mean, this is an old kit. The copyright here was 1990, and except for Matt's price tag, everything is perfect. So you know, that's 2 1/4, considering the age of this kit. Now, it was opened, but I knew that at the get-go, so you know, that's whatever. Everything's there. That's all that matters to me. For the sprues, everything looked complete. There was that one little, you know, little bit of flash, nothing major really. But it was there, so you know, that's 1.75. Excuse me. For parts, the quality of plastic was good, molded in, 3 colors, yeah. And nice that they give you that bit of thread for the rigging. So, as far as I could tell, there were no warped or broken parts. In detail, you know, there weren't really any. Well, there were some decals, and they were okay. So, yeah, I mean, whatever. So yeah, I'm gonna knock a quarter point off for that. Decals, you know, it would have been nicer to have real decal flags or whatever the case may be. Anyways, but I'm gonna give it a quarter point bonus for including that thread. So again, that's 3 points. The instructions were quite detailed. You know, they had a little write-up on pirate ships and stuff like that. The instructions looked to be clear. Everything was in black and white. But they did include you know, close-up photographs. Oh, and I should go back. The box art here is very nice. It's just a completed model, but it is a nice picture. So yeah, yeah, that's going to be a full 3 as well. And I'm going to give it 3/4 of a point for value. I might even be inclined to go a full point, but if you have a different opinion, please feel free to leave a comment. But I think it's a great kit. I mean, hey, you know, this is a lot more than I expected, even though I actually opened up the box. I just kind of rummaged through, you know, I saw everything was taped up and everything looked like it was there. And of course, if there ever is a problem, I can always just take it back to Matt and say blah, blah. So, and, you know, he might say, well, anyway, we have a good relationship. Everything's good. Everything's good. Okay, so 10 3/4. And so that's it for tonight. I'm going off to make a delicious dinner. It's going to be mushroom garlic chicken in creamy wine sauce, and Brussels sprouts, and yeah, got a whack of Brussels sprouts. And not sure what kind of starch we're going to have, but in any case, so thanks for joining me. I appreciate everybody's time. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I did pretty well. Kept both reviews to just under an hour here, and so thanks again. As always, check out Zinzan at Zinzan Scale Modeling. Peter Oxley, Ice Queen 7. They have a great group there. And Jason over at Model Kit Stuff. Anyways, there's just too many to name, but those are the biggies. So anyways, so thanks again, and we'll be seeing you soon. Bye now.